us as activists, civil society, and all the stakeholders whose space has been shrinking. First of all, before they even go to, let me say, negotiating with government, we need to find other spaces through which our voices can be heard and the voices of people can be heard. I like what Civic Space has done, going online, since they are seeing that they are not giving platforms anywhere. They are using media, YouTube, to make sure they create a space where still these views can be heard. Even if the population of people who are actually online is 5 million and way below their reach, you know, we have a population of 45 million, so you're addressing very few people, but at least it's making an effort to make sure that even if in other places they are blocked, they can create a space that people's views can be heard. The second thing is, I think we as a people need to constantly sensitize government about the danger in suffocating people's voices. Like I said before, this is how wars start. This is how genocide starts. When one group of people feel like they are marginalized and their voices are not heard. When there are sentiments that are going around, I think you've seen, at least we saw in this election, so much hate speech going around, so much violence even online, that the bitterness in people's hearts. The more you do not allow these people to voice out what they have, what they are feeling, the more you will get these sentiments boil up until they become an outburst of violence. And I think we can even see it from the current bomb attacks that we are having, Ugandans being recruited. Can we look at why that is? Why is it that it's so easy for these extremists to even recruit Ugandans into their operations, that a Ugandan will put their lives at risk? It could be because they feel that they have reached the extreme and their voices are not being heard. Extremism comes from when people feel that they are not being heard. And that is why the freedom of expression is so important. The freedom of press is so important, so that people feel like they are heard. So one of the things that comes with the shrinking space is that the suffocation of people's voices and an inability of government to address those different grievances and leading to disgruntlements. Perhaps also the second one is that when you have only one side of the story, it also reflects on how you make your policies, and your policies would never be effective or be able to transform people's lives, because you have only your side, your interests through those policies, and it hinders development in a way. Those who are aggrieved and feel that they are left out and feel that they are not included can have a platform to express their grievances and feel like they are heard. And through those platforms, the decision makers can actually make changes to make sure that they address those grievances. Now, if you block out the different platforms from which people can tell you what they are disgruntled about, you create a situation where people keep things to themselves until it eventually boils up, and then you will have things like what happened in Rwanda. For those that have been accused of terrorism, I think like the likes of Nicholas Opio and the different NGOs that were arrested for their involvement in the 2021 elections, I have not seen any sustainable charges against them. No one has been convicted of any crimes. So I think I can rightly say, in my own, according to me, and following the court proceedings, there's no one that has been convicted of terrorism. So I think that is utterly false, unless we have a conviction and evidence that the state has presented. We cannot say that NGOs are responsible for terrorism, because there's no evidence to the fact. There have only been accusations, and those accusations, there has not been any evidence to sustain them.